welcome back to World of Warcraft, Cataclysm Classic Blind. We're off on a slightly different adventure here. Today, tomorrow, and the next day. Making this work, trying to get some daily quest achievements for all the different places cooking and fishing. I've already completed Stormwind cooking and some of the Stormwind fishing. And we just need to get the fishing levels more than anything. We're also going to do the cookie ones though, because we could get more of the cooking reward tokens. Get some stuff for that. This is definitely the fishing spot here. Grimner Stonebrand, the fishing trainer. And Squirky is also here. Wow, indeed.
What's on your mind?
Yep, I can teach you to fish. We already know how to fish.
Watch your back.
Cold water fishing.
Off with you.
Here we go. The best tasting fish live in the cold waters of Dunmoreau, Eric Erickson. And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. My favorite, and the most popular one in Ironforge, is the Arctic char, which only comes from our ancestral lands. I like to think of it as Ironforge's gift to the world. Why don't you try your hand at catching a few yourself? The best place to find them is down in Helmsbed Lake in eastern end of Dunmoreau. Eastern end of Dunmoreau. It's definitely a bit further away than the Stormwind ones were, which does make sense. Now when you find the cooking daily quest guy. Oh, over here. In here, is it in different one? Next room over. Okay. Kind of near the flight path here, it looks like. Nope, it's on in this side. Okay. At the bronze kettle? Yeah, that checks out. That is where you'd have some cooking going on. Daryl. Rick Dawson. The cooking trainer.
How are ya?
Again, nothing else to sell for cooking recipes. Just quickly of Gadgetzan is a master of the culinary arts. To better yourself, you'll need to seek him out. Not true. I already did that. Keeping the haggis flowing.
See you soon.
The haggis must flow. Aye, it's a figure of speech. For haggis will never flow. You didn't want to know what'll happen if the people at Ironforge don't get their haggis. Working on the next batch, I'm still missing a couple ingredients. Sidar Cliffbeard is the meat vendor in the military ward, and he'll sell you the big bag of sheep innards I need. You can buy mild spices from any cooking supplier. You can find sacks of oatmeal in any inn or among the suppliers in the city. Wow.
Safe
A
travel.
slightly more complex system here. Go to the military ward. That is this way. You go to suppliers. We need to go to a bunch of places. And you find the specific guy here. Who's got him? Meat vendor. There we go. Bag of sheep innards. Chock full of the best parts of sheep, lungs, livers, and hearts. Perfect. Need sacks of oatmeal. I see a sack of oatmeal just lying here. There's the hunting shop, apparently. There's another one. And we get mild spices from actual stores here too. Barmaid. This is a good spot to check. It's in the general vicinity of getting the sheep innards. Also expect there's going to be a lot less people doing these dailies compared to other options. Ironforge, not quite as popular as Stormwind, but with all the literal teleports to everywhere you want to be. It does have its benefits. Fly through the lava. Live in the dream. And supplies, maybe. Don't fit through the doors. Okay, supplies. We need mild spices, 5 of them. We just need the pieces here. We don't need to actually cook anything. Return. Right up here.
You got my attention. Watch your back.
Do you have those ingredients? Yes, indeed. Yes, the cooking flavors.
Safe travels.
You got them all? Wonderful. I'll get started right away. It also gives us 51 gold. That's not bad. And 2 of these awards.
Watch your back.
And it doesn't really look like he's got anyone.
No.
I guess this is this guy's. Yeah, this is the same recipes here. Okay. So we definitely don't want to buy the ones we already have. I don't think the 525s were really something to worry about. Stamina. Mana. Here's some lower level ones we apparently don't have. Sagefish Delight and Cooked Sagefish. Guess we don't have these because we weren't typically picking up the magic boost recipes. There's things for like cooking everything, getting all the recipes and stuff, so we'll definitely take whatever we can find here.
See you soon.
Alternatively, they could be new. Probably not though. Just lower level stuff. Very fun.
What can I do for you?
So we already know this one. 450 level. We can make a bunch of stuff in here. I don't think it's really necessary to make anything else. Don't really need anything besides the nice convenient strength buff. Surprised there's not obvious recipes that are the higher level. I think this is only the 500. It goes to 525. I think there'd be slightly more reward for that than a stamina buff. Potentially other recipes from other locations. It could happen. It's a thought. Now we need to go to outside. Yeah. Eastern down around. We can go. Can we? Absolutely cannot. Or we can, but we're just. Nope. Okay, this is not a place we're supposed to be able to be in. We're just seeing through everything. If we get off the mount here. Yeah, we're just up here. This is just a building. This is not. That wasn't even the path to fly through on the flight path. Where's that at? There it is. Alright, so we're still in the ceiling. Because of how tall the mount is. But at least it functions. I'll take it. Probably easier than going all the way around through the side tunnels and stuff. Okay. There goes somebody. I'm gonna go to some water over here. The funny part is a lot of these are frozen. Cold water fishing indeed. Ancestral Lands, Helm's Bed Lake, Eastern End. There it is. See, a little bit more of a distance to go than the ones in Stormwind. There was the one that was outside. I guess we've only done 3 of the 5 in Stormwind. Maybe the other 2 are further out. It's a possibility. Here is Helm's Bed Lake. And there is a bit of water here. Also a bunch of icy tombs. I think these guys are new. Who's frozen in here? A frozen mountaineer.
I'm out of range.
I'd like to be freed. There you go. We do our best. Alright. Fishing set. Equip it. It's got a hat and everything. Hat power. And start fishing. Just need to get 5 of the Arctic chars here. We don't have anything cooked yet. Grass hair and shivers in the cold. Not in an icy tomb, at least, so. Everything's going perfectly fine. We're also gonna keep getting all the cheap fish that we don't really need. That's okay. Helps to get the fishing levels, though. We got. I don't think we're probably going to be redoing any fishing quests or anything, or cooking quests either. I mean, it's only be 3 days here. We're starting with 0 out of 5. We'd be slightly unlucky to get one that we already did. If we want to get these achievements at some point, we're eventually gonna need to make the rounds later, multiple times probably. Because we didn't end up getting the Stormwind one, even though we did all the cooking quests there. This really depends on RNG and all that. That's fine. There's a third fish. Just need 5 here. Should be alright. If we're going to be doing at least 12 more fishing quests. Some of them haven't been actual fishing, which doesn't give as many fishing levels, unfortunately. But for this ones, we're getting plenty of progress here. And we also get all the fun bags of random nonsense. You never know what we might get in there. There you go. We can just keep the fishing side on for them. Fine. Alright. Turn this in back in Ironforge. Also need to slightly consider what paths we want to take here. We've got access to the tram here to get back to Stormwind. I guess our Hearthstone isn't even ready yet anyways, so we'll definitely take the tram back to Stormwind and make our way to Darnassus. And then from there we could probably stay in Darnassus, do the next dailies tomorrow, and then from there go back to Stormwind, then Ironforge. Looping back and forth, essentially. It's very doable. So we're trying to fly through the sides here. We do need to go to the cavern. It's on the other edge here. Just about fit through here. Can't fly as well. Not as ideal. Fly through some lava though. That was a good time. This is right over here, next to the one pond here. Surely there's gonna be a fishing quest in this pond. That would just make sense.
What can I do for you? See you soon.
Have you tried to catch those char? Yep, here they are. One of the best cold water fish on Azeroth.
Off with you.
These are beautiful, Eric Erickson. I think you got the hang of it. 51 gold and shiny things.
Watch your back.
We're gonna open up all these at the end. That's great. Okay. Let us get to Darnassus. Well, that's interesting. We got a whole pier of fishing guys here. They are not the fishing daily quest givers. I would think they'd be somewhere around here. In, like, the lake. one would think. Keep my eye peeled for quest markers here. What other water do we got up here in Darnassus? Also, I guess we're looking for the cook quest here too. Do you think the fishes would be near the water? Whatever. Might be water around this up here. Zoom out slightly. There's a lake over near Dolinar. That doesn't seem too likely. Is there water? Yeah, there's some water here. Ancient guy. A whole bunch of people in here. Hanging out. The Howling Oak. There definitely is Darnassus stuff, correct? Darnassus, cooking, Ironforge cooking. Stormwind fishing, Ironforge fishing, Darnassus fishing. Okay, yeah. Let's need to look around, I suppose. Flying. Searching. Somebody with a cooking quest. And a fishing quest. It'll exist somewhere. Tradesman's Terrace? Potentially. Somebody cooking related over here? No? How mysterious. Came from a Theron village. I don't think there was anything there. Craftsman's Terrace? Cooking, crafting, I guess. Kinda. Not really. What's flying around? You think it would be in Darnassus at least. That'd make at least some sense. Should be a daily quest symbol. Craftsman's Terrace. Watch the signs here. There's an inn. Description, enchanting. The fishing trainer didn't have it, which is the main thing. There's potential here. It could be one fishing and one cooking daily quest per day. That's possible. Because they're kind of the same thing. And the fact that nobody on the fishing pier of people that are fishing has anything here. Pretty clear. Fishing trainer, fish vendor, fishing supplies. Let's see if I can find. It's going to tell me about the cooking professions. Profession trainer, cooking. The Craftsman's Terrace, as expected. This could slow this whole process down here slightly. Slightly inconvenient. Cooking supplies, cooking trainer. Yes. These are the same kinds of guys. Here's even all the things. This is definitely where it's supposed to be. That is unfortunate. That's going to slow down this process slightly. So we're going to do... We can definitely do 3 days. We can do... I'd say Darnassus. One of the... I don't know, which one is more annoying to get to? Darnassus or Ironforge? Ironforge, we ride the tram. That's easy enough, back and forth. Simple. To get to Darnassus here, we have to take a boat to Theron, and then we just go through the portal and we're here. I'd say, on average, taking a boat would take longer than the... Well, we wait around for the boat to show up, wait for it to go, but the tram actually travels a distance. Probably pretty similar. If we do the next 2 dailies here in Darnassus, if one of them we don't have one that we haven't completed yet, was there's a chance. I mean, probably not. I wouldn't expect it would be the same one 2 days in a row. Depends on exactly how the random choice is decided. I think this is fine. Yeah, these are definitely the spots for the cooking and fishing dailies. Matches with the other ones, makes a lot of sense. I think we're going to do the Darnassus dailies tomorrow. And we started this whole thing today, right after finishing last recording. So we do have 3 days worth of stuff here. That'll work fine. So, 1 more from here, then 1 more from tomorrow, or tomorrow and the next day. That would get us only 6 of them completed, and we were still at 12 in total. Does make it a little more awkward having to take much more time here. Something we'll have to check out whenever we are back in Stormwind, basically. If we want to continue going this direction. And we kind of do. Let's get these done. There's our fishing. 485. There's definitely more to do there. Cooking's already done. Let's do it for the achievements and the awards, which you really don't need. It's alright. Yeah. This is fine. Obviously, we would have gotten a lot more done if we could do all of them at the same time. There's a limit on daily quests, so it's not like it would have even been too crazy. But they are pretty rewarding, all things considered. Unfortunately, it does mean we are only going to be getting... Technically, we could get only 2. If we... I mean, it depends how it works. But only a few bags of shiny things. Not gonna be opening, like, 7 of them or anything. Oh! I will be back later. Yep, there it is. Daily quests. Alright. We know where we need to be for these. Cooking trainer. Give me a cooking quest. Tell us to go to Gadget Sense more. Nope. Spice bread aplenty.
Good luck, friend.
Isn't it amazing how something as simple as spice bread is used every day in Darnassus? When I'm not seeing to my other responsibilities, I like to bake spice bread, to hone my skills as a cook, and practice my technique. Why don't you give it a try? You should be able to get your ingredients here in the shop. No matter how much we make, it never goes to waste. Bring me your loaves. When you're done, I'll have someone share them with our friends, the Gillians. Make or obtain 10 pieces of spice bread for 51 gold.
Goddess, watch over.
Okay.
The loom be with
Cooking supplies here.
I am on.
Spice bread. Let's see if we can find the recipe here for spice bread. Spice bread. Simple flour and mild spices. Seems pretty simple. So we just need 10 of each of these. Okay. Simple and mild.
Waiting.
You got things in here. Simple flour. Mild spices. Guess we could get our cooking hat going here. Wouldn't be a bad plan. Be way down here at the bottom. It's interesting that there's not, like, higher level options. It's just all these all the time. We already have max cooking, so we're not worried about that. It was mostly for the achievement here. And also we get money and the cooking award things, so it's something.
How may I help?
Ta-da!
Like-
Spice bread. Just love the smell of bacon bread. Especially spice bread, don't you?
Till next we meet.
51 gold for doing that. Totally worth it. These are well made, Eric Erickson. Hope you found baking as relaxing as I do. We are pretty good chefs, so we definitely should be pretty good at making that. Alright. These are very, very simple. And over to the fishing guys on the dock here. Should work just perfectly. Oh.
I'm listening.
The Sisters Pendant.
Good luck, friend.
Have you met Sister Aqueen? She and I grew up together in Dolinar. She recently came to the city to stay at the Temple of the Moon. We decided to go for a boat ride, but the clumsy oarsman managed to capsize the craft. When we got back to shore, our queen's moon pendant was missing. Lakes in Darnassus are full of giant catfish who will gobble up anything shiny. I've been catching them non-stop, hoping to find the one with her pendant. Don't suppose you want to help? Retrieve our queen's moon pendant from the belly of a giant catfish. Should be able to catch them anywhere you can fish in Darnassus. Alright. We can do that. Hey look, it's a spot we can fish. Hat bonus. Do we need it? Questionable. But we have it, so might as well. Fishing. Just need to find a bloated catfish of some description. And we're getting fishing levels. Still a work in progress, that one. Nice relaxing fishing. Always a good time. We could get I mean, the levels are just fine too. I think we do also get experience / a level for just finishing the quests too, so it all works out. I found a potion in the water here. That's wild. That's different. Interesting. Where's the fishing pole with us? Oh, another fishing level. Any of these look like they would sell for anything? Honestly, at this point, do we really care about a few silver? We have 13,000 gold. The numbers are definitely going there. One fish for a level there. Wild. We're gonna be 525 in no time here. Especially if we just do the rest of the required quests here. It's kind of worth it just to do it for the rewards and such. Because we get the shiny things and just the monetary reward for just showing up. Lots of good reasons. Do your dailies. Although we typically don't. We could though. But we don't. So many of these fish we need to catch here. Get a few catfish. But clearly none of them have a pendant or anything. That's alright. It's a very specific catfish we're looking for, clearly. Not those. Just chilling. Having a good time. Yeah. Eventually, this whole trying to get these achievements might be slightly awkward. Run in between the different cities, see if they even have one of the quests we want to do. There's always a chance. There's sometimes a chance. More fish we don't need. 490 fishing now. Wild. Keep looking. Moon pendant will be here somewhere. Probably. Anywhere we can fish in Darnassus. That is where we're at. Sometimes it just takes a little longer. And that's okay. Giant catfish. There we go. Play the giant catfish and find out what's inside. It's a moon pendant. If it was something else, that would have been unfortunate. Oh. Got any luck finding Queen's missing pendant? I must have caught 50 of those monsters. I have nothing to show for it. There you go. Australia takes the pendant from you. Underneath all the slime and tarnish, I think this is it. Queen will be so happy to have this back. After a thorough cleaning, of course. Can't thank you enough, Eric Erickson. 51 gold, and a bag of could be something else in there. I'm excited to open these bags. But we're gonna get a third one. I mean, probably. Assuming that the quest doesn't be the same one 2 days in a row. I'm not sure if that can happen. And then if it is the same fishing quest or the same cooking quest, we go to Ironforge, I guess. I mean, on the way we're going to technically go through Stormwind, so we could just check the fishing quest there if necessary. There's going to be a lot more of this traveling back and forth next time we try to do this. And then we're just going to intersperse some of these in between doing other stuff. Just try to get this all done. But not just only this for extended periods of time. Did enough of that with the archaeology, clearly. Yeah. And now, we wait another day. Oh boy. We are wildly late today, as you might be able to tell by the time. Or maybe you couldn't tell by the time, because that could be the other 12 o'clock. But no, this is the other 12 o'clock. This might actually technically count as tomorrow. Yeah, whatever. We can still check.
Ishnu Dal.
Sister Spin. Darn.
Good luck.
That's the one we already did, isn't it? Yep. Okay.
Be careful.
I guess we will check a different location then for a fishing quest. I guess this does not confirm whether or not it can be the same the next days, because it's absolutely definitely realm time the 4th day here. Eh, whatever. We can still get a cooking quest. Fly into the building. I'm the legs, that's a problem. Alright, we're up here now. Alright, we're underneath it. Yeah, we're where the feet are, basically. Anyways.
Hello.
The secret to a perfect kimchi.
Till next we meet.
Families have been making the best kimchi in Darnassus for generations, Eric Erickson. Secret is something simple that makes all the difference. We bury the jars in the ground until it's ready to serve. My latest batch has just reached that point. Find the jars buried in earthen mounds all over the city. Would you help me gather them while the contents are just right? Find 8 buried jars.
Be careful.
Just all around the city. That's a strategy. They're slightly buried. Okay. How strange. I mean, we're finding a lot of them right here next to it. That could just be an effect of making it so it's not annoying with multiple people trying to do it at the same time. Well, that's okay. Pick up some buried jars. There's 4 right here. Here's another one. Should be okay. Another one over there. Dragon. We were underneath a root, so it didn't count. Unfortunate. They went out to this island to bury their jar. Anybody else concerned? Anybody else in the town concerned about all these buried jars everywhere? It's probably fine. There you go. Easy enough. See if we can actually manage to fly in here. It's the wrong house. Try that again. We'll just walk up. Oh, that's also part of the problem. We can't fit inside some things.
Greeting,
Oh, the dragon. Drake size.
goddess. Watch
We're gonna find the jars? Yes, everywhere.
friend.
Thank you, Eric Erickson. There's no way I could have found them all in time, and it would have be a shame to miss out on so much good kimchi. 51 gold for me.
May the stars guide you.
Profitable. Okay. So we can't do the fishing quest. I mean, we could, but there's no reason to. Besides fishing levels, I guess, but... At the rate we're going, I would kind of expect finishing all the different fishing quests to kind of get it done in and of itself here. Probably be fine. There is a chance we just get a Stormwind fishing quest here to accomplish this task. We got 2 left that we're missing. Did the same 3 a few times. Let's see what we got. Nice and dark. This is how you can tell it's absolutely definitely the current 12 that it is. Yeah, anyways. Unless the server time resets at a different time. That could also be the case.
Well met.
Big gulp.
See you around.
I used to relax down at the moat in the Valley of Heroes. They lost my lock in the lake and I've never been able to find it. The rest of that huge royal monkfish live in the moat. They eat anything. Well, it's a long shot, but do you think you could catch a few monkfish and look for my locket? In the Valley of Heroes. District of Stormwind. Is this one we have not done?
Have a good
We can
one.
check the achievement here. That'd be a good plan. We'll look at professions, fishing, Stormwind fishing, digging for worms, big gulp. Yep. We did the one up at Thunder Falls, catching the walleye, and getting the rock lobsters out of the cages. This
Need
works.
help? Safe travels.
Only 9 gold here. And the bag.
Be careful.
Not sure exactly what that's that. Yeah, Valley of Heroes District. Or just the water down here. It's kind of out here. Not quite as big of an impact when we land here. Anyways. Let's get down to the docks and get to fishing. We are underneath the docks. Really need to keep working on flying by the legs here. That's how it actually works. Hat bonus. Doesn't matter. Probably not. That should be the last bit of fishing we do here for right now. I suppose we could check next time to see if the Stormwind Fishing Daily is different. But we kind of just want to... Oh, I guess we're done. We kind of want to get on with doing other things. Here's the locket. Or saying that picture can be seen inside the locket. Really. Turn it in. Did not get very many fishing levels fishing that fish. Sometimes it works in different ways. Anyways. Hi.
I supply only the finest goods.
You able to find my locket? Yep.
Farewell.
You found it. Can't believe it was down there all those years. You have no idea how much this means to me, Erickson. Money and
Be
bag.
careful.
Lovely. Now we can open up the 3 bags. That's fun. Let's go over to the auction house area here. Suppose we could also do some blacksmithing while we're here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Get a little bit of that going. Should be good. Huh. And vendor price, basically. Don't I actually want these. Anyways, we could technically put these on. Like, the difference between 13,000 gold and 10 silver. It's literally one. Not even 13,000, like 130,000. It's not very much. But anyways, let's open these bags. What kind of weird stuff we're gonna find. A fish cleaver, some baubles, and 1 silver. Another fish cleaver, and a potion of swiftness for 15 seconds. And a necklace. String of alligator teeth. I feel like necklaces even have cosmetic ability. Well, that might just be because we have a very large beard. Anyways, let's get DPS stuff. Re-equipped here. Right on that front.
How are you?
Let's check some prices of things here. Get our obsidian out. Got some elementium here too. Bottle stuff.
See you later.
Let's see what we can do. We can probably go ahead and get more
Good
things.
day to you.
Just more ore in general. Sell some stuff here. Fish cleaver a weapon? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't have stats or anything. Sell those. Sell the bobble. Could keep this swiftness potion if I want to go really swift. Do swift things. String of alligator teeth. No. I'm definitely not going to sell our
Very good.
various bits for blacksmithing to the auction house here. We go and get all the different varieties of obsidian here and see if making them is profitable or if we just buy the final resources or something. Let's do smelting. No price, Dana. 2 craft. Quite a bit. Obsidian bar. Here's obsidian. Here's obsidian bars. I think we need to create 2 of these, or I guess 3 of these. Then we need to fold it over here. That system. Or something. Obsidian. folded obsidian. That's what's required for everything here. Create 1 folded obsidian. So each of these costs double the previous one. Know that. It's 2 ore to make a bar, 2 bars to make a folded, then a whole pile of folded stuff to make anything, actually. You compare some prices here. Also just sell the other things we want to actually sell here. Some fish. The cheapest of healing potions. Not even worth it. And some kelp. Go for it. Maybe vended. Okay. So look at obsidian. That's 134. The bar is like 8. So that's worth making. And folded is also 8. Interesting. So the intermediate, not really worth it. The folded, how many higher prices we got here too? Why go? Oh, there's not too many of these in here. That's also part of the problem. Quantity. So if we get these for like 8, and it takes 4 of these. That's more like 5-ish. It might just be worth purchasing mostly the ore here, looks like. Lower the higher prices, though. Yeah, there's a decent amount in here. We got stacks and stacks of 20 each. Yeah, that's pretty good. It takes 4 to make that. I'll just buy a few stacks here. Actually get some progress going here. And honestly, it's cheap enough. We can definitely get something happening. Has not currently felt like we're going to be getting enough obsidian to get the levels right now. I also sold some other stuff. Let me just get this going on our terms here. We can honestly buy just heaps and piles of all these. That'd be perfectly fine. We've got the money for it. 1 gold each for these. Not too shabby. I'm sure there's going to be other bits of this that we're going to need to consider. How much it's going to cost and all that. Let's go with, we purchased 100 more of these. And if they do not be turned into things, because we don't need that many, we always could try selling the folded ones. That'll be fine. I do this 100 times. That would be a great time to have a smelting hat. Like our cook hat. That would speed this up a bit. Yeah. Profitable making all these. That's something. It's really simple. There's going to be some profit for just sitting here, turning these all into folded. I don't know. Not really playing the markets or anything. I'm going to turn all this into folded obsidian. It's going to take a little bit. Seeing everything shrink down 4 times is pretty wild. Here is all of the folded obsidian we have. We're at 467. Let's see what we can get here. Next is at 470. We get quite a few things. So that's going to be 3 levels.
Good.
What do we want to make here? We probably want to get the best stuff that's going to surely give us levels. Not like that. Got a razor here, which would need 20 obsidian and a bunch of volatile earth. That's wild. It is a weapon. More damage per second than our current second weapon here. Loses a bunch of the strength though, so eh. How much is regular DPS worth compared to 152 strength? Hard to say. Not really what we're looking for though. Let's keep going down here. See if we can make some simpler things. Typically it's the armor that really shines for making things super easy for ourselves. They're all using volatile earth here, which is okay. We got some of that. And honestly, we can afford it. It's really, really easy. Any of these? Red steel belt. That's the one we currently made and are using. That's fine. Stormforge belt. And obsidian belt. Got some dodge to it. Make that for the tank set here. 288. 289. It's very similar. 77 dodge. 88 dodge. We'll make one of these for ourselves. Again, these are still just greens. Lower level blacksmithing. Unlikely to actually sell for anything. It's only using a little bit here. Plate stuff. We got hardened one here. We can compare it. We also don't have the appearance for our appearance collection. That's another good reason. Make one of these. We need to wield it in order to get the appearance. I guess that's a reason to make a Stormforge belt then. Do it. And one more. We're just gonna end up getting the vendor price for these anyways. No price stand on any of these. It just takes so long to do a full look at it. Not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna go red steel. Okay. There you go. And now we have 470. Well, let us get our appearances here. Yes. Good payments. This is compared to what we currently have here. We lose strength, stamina, dodge, mastery. We get some parry rating. It's a lot of parry rating. Mostly just lose the mastery for it. Probably parrying would be better. Well, let's keep with the current set there. Put on our regular belt. Vendor this, vendor this. Theoretically try to sell this. Unlikely. I mean, the disenchant value could be there somewhat. In theory.
No.
Let's get our new recipes here. Oh wow, it's a lot of stuff. Cold forged shank, one-handed dagger, with agility and stamina. There's a lot of different pieces for this. At some point it might end up being cheaper to not make some of these. We're still gonna learn the recipe though. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of volatile earth and volatile water. And 15 obsidian. The weapons in general are way more expensive. Hardened obsidian boots. Is plate with strength, stamina, and we don't have the appearance. I guess that would also be for the weapons. Weapons are more expensive though. So this is just straight up obsidian. That's pretty good. The hardened obsidian boots. Strength, stamina, parry, and hit rating. I'm more of a tank set. Hardened. Obsidian blade spear. Two-handed polearm, so we couldn't really use that. More expensive because it's a weapon. Take the recipe anyway. Red steel boots. Strength, stamina, mastery, crit. Those would be possibly very good boots. We got red steel and hardened steel stuff. Stormforged is intellect based. And then a shield. 11,389 armor. My goodness. That seems like a lot. Because it is a lot. 215 block. That is a highly superior shield. It costs a bunch of volatile earth, so not too worried about it. Next level is at 475, where we can make a few random bits. Make some new stuff here. Not the cold forged shank. To craft, at least 260 gold, in theory. There's razor, 240. Mostly just working on armor here. We only have the recipe to make 2 different pole arms. That's pretty wild. Okay. Back into the plate stuff. How do these boots compare? Strength, stamina, crit, mastery, lose some hit rating. Is our hit rating doing okay? We keep on sacrificing a bunch of hit rating. It's a problem. We'll make it though. Since we're still fighting lower level enemies, it's probably fine. And it's only 5-folded. Get one of these for me. As a treat. Okay. Stormforge. Don't really need that. Hardened boots. This one we get a little bit of strength, stamina, parry, and hit at the loss of critical strike. Compared to this one, where we lose hit and get a lot of everything else. That's definitely more the DPS set in general. Much parry. How much armor or stuff does this have? How does it compare to a tanky set of boots? Dodge on that. Doesn't really have dodge. It's got parry and 198 stamina. I think dodge probably better. Still just 5 obsidian though. I'll take that. Just farming appearances here. Okay. That one said, in theory, has high auction value. Again, in theory. It's got more disenchant value though. Make 2 more of those. Okay. That gets us to 475. An obsidian. It's not quite what I want there. We'll take the appearance though. Yep. Our regular boots back on. Here is the farmed for appearance set here. Do that for this one too. We're losing money with this theory. In theory. And the red steel boots I actually want to put on. How's our hit chance doing? We're still gonna hit with the special attacks against lower level enemies. It's at 0.14. If we put these on, drops to 0.84. So we'd still be hitting all level 83s currently. But the DPS should have went up pretty significantly. It's a bit better. Starting to question the hit rating ideas. We'll worry about that later. These 2 we can sell. And this one. Okay. Let's get our 475 things here. Elementium rods and obsidian skeleton keys. I'm gonna use 2 obsidian. Oh, I love that. That's cheap. Love that a lot. Next set's at 480.
Keep your feet on the ground.
I mean, honestly, we might just end up farming out some of these keys here. Allows opening of locks to require up to 525 lockpicking skill. Skeleton key consumed in the process. It makes 2 of them. So 2 floated obsidian. And we get 2 keys. Let's do this. Do we need these keys for anything? Can we open things? We don't have lockpicking skills, the problem. Just skeleton key then. I don't know.
What's on your mind?
What do we got? Oh, here's a whole bunch more things. Unfortunately, we're kind of getting out of obsidian here. Got fire etched dagger. Dagger intellect. Hardened obsidian shoulders. Strength, stamina. Ooh, it's starting to use elementium now. That's interesting. Might want to farm these keys for a few levels. Could be cheaper. Elementium bars, volatile earth, folded obsidian. A life force hammer, main hand mace, increases spell power by 1307. Yeah, we're starting to use elementium now. Obsidian executioner, 2-handed sword. That looks neat. Let's compare the stats here. And sometimes we can. Yeah, it's 417 damage per second. Compare the... Well, do we even have a... Yeah, here it is. Permanent Chaptering Sword. That's pretty good. How low is this? Pretty high. Two-handed sword, 417, strength, stamina, mastery, critical strike rating. That's pretty fancy. Make myself some swords. That could be fun. Depends how expensive all these are, though. We could totally just keep leveling up blacksmith in here. Get wildly out-leveled equipment. I think I'm gonna look at the stats comparisons. So sometimes we can. I think we have to look at it in actual recipe. Shoulders, plate, armor, stamina, haste, expertise, red steel. And Stormforge is the intellect set. Yep, yeah, a lot using Elementium. Oh wow, we're getting to the end of this. Got stuff at 490, 500, and that's it. I think after that we need to get special recipes and stuff.
See you soon.
Those swords looked intriguing. I could make some swords. I could have some fun with that. Let's look at what we got here. We only have 6 floated obsidian is the problem. We could totally farm more levels with that. It could be reasonably priced there. Fire dagger. I'll need that. Life force mace. Again, magical. What is an elementium bar? That's the real question here. Maces, two-handed swords. The Obsidium Executioner. To craft, potentially 204 gold. Yeah, look at all that. We lose some haste, but we get damage per second, strength, stamina, crit, and mastery. I think we should make 2 of these. They're just straight up better than anything we've ever gotten. And that's just fun to make stuff for ourselves. So we need some Elementium. I mean, we got some Elementium ore here. We'll potentially do something with that. We need Elementium, Volatile Earth. For us, this we're gonna need more Elemental Earth. Anything else down here we want? Yeah, it's starting to use Elementium. We want this. We get Strength, Stamina, Haste, Expertise, at the loss of Crit and Mastery. That could be good. So we need some Elementium here, some Elementium there. Let's grab a bit of that. I guess it also depends how many levels it takes. We might farm a few other levels here, just making more of the keys. It's really easy. Barely an inconvenience. I think I'll make these shoulders and 2 swords. That could be fun. Let's see what we can do with the Elementium here, though. How does this stack up? I don't think we have smelt Elementium. Well, yeah, we got Titan Steel. Order, locksmith supplies. Guess we need the mining trainers then. Let's go looking for that. To find something that tells us where things are. Should be my guy.
What can I do for you?
Tell me, Russian trainer. Mining specialist. Right over here. Of course it would be in the Dwarven district. That just makes sense. It's in the mining shop. Unsurprisingly. Alright, mining trainer. Should be able to get a bunch of stuff here. Smelt Elementium. There you go. Elementium bar. 2 Elementium ore makes a Elementium. And then hardened Elementium requires Elementium and Volatile Earth. This is a more fancy one. It's gonna be higher level. And then there's Pyrite, which we don't have at all.
Watch
Okay.
your back.
We'll buy some supplies here. I guess we should compare the prices for the Elementium then. Let's see if we want to purchase this ourselves. We can make a hardened Elementium. There's bars and earth. I understand that that's there. I guess that would potentially go with some mining levels, the problem. Alright. We'll create one Elementium here. We don't need the hardened ones yet, clearly. Get some stuff here. Shopping. Kind of sell. We're not selling it. We're just looking at it. Elementium ore for about 1.5. Elementium bar 4. So, yep, we are buying some Elementium ore. Okay. And we can also try to sell a few things here. See if anybody wants these keys. The answer is no. So basically, that's burning folded obsidians. Well, that's okay. I'll just keep this pile of keys in my key ring, maybe. Can we do that? Just keep stacking them up. It's good levels, though. I'm alright with that. What's this? 23? That's a reasonable price. Assuming the disenchant value is correct. Let's go for it. Okay. I mean, might get something for selling these. I mean, we won't. There's too many on the market. Not enough on the market here. The vendor price, very cheap. Let us get some Elementium ore, some more Obsidium ore, some volatile earth, and make our new stuff. It takes a lot of time making all the smelting and folding. Create Obsidian Executioner Sword. And 2 of them. Because they are, in fact, 2-handed swords. And we can use 2 2-handed swords. And then down into... Oh, this is already yellow? Weird. Well, that guy was 5 levels for doing that. Really? What's our last level? Are you gonna see that anymore? Great. Elementium. Nope, we're just burst. Alright, we're 490 now. Well, that's neat. We still want these shoulders, though. Make one of those. Alright, we're 490 now.
How are you?
We can get these. Elementium Shield Spike. Attach to Elementium Shield inside your shield to deal damage each time you block. Costs to be sold out, it's fine. And I don't really worry about shields just yet, but that's fun to have. Hardened Helm, Strength, Stamina, Parry, Hit Rating. Hardened is more for the tank set, it's fine too. Hardened Legs, great. Red Steel Legs, Strength, Stamina, Mastery, Crit. We might want to make one of those. A Stormforge Helm, Intellect. So we're gonna need more Obsidium though.
Safe travel.
Again. Because of course we do. Elementium Shield Spike. Yeah. It's definitely something. Down to plate set. We've got so many recipes here. How much does this cost? Let's take Elementium now. Okay. That's fine. If we get a little bit more of this, we could make all of them we want. Some folded Obsidium, some Elementium. If we get
What can I do for you?
500, what can we make? Hardened Obsidium, Red Steel Breastplate, 15 Volatile Earth for that. Red Steel Helm, Sockets. That's interesting. I don't know if I want to get that far just right now. We do have the ability to make things though now. So we really could. We really could. Just go and buy Good pile of stuff here. Make these legs. So everything's going to be requiring elemental and volatile earth and everything. I mean, we're here. To craft is 61 gold. Yeah. A lot of these price tabs are not going to be correct either. It'll be cheaper. Floated obsidian or elementium bars. Elementium bars are cheaper. The volatile earths are more expensive, that's for sure. 2 and 10 for these. More elementium, less. They're pretty similar. These have a theoretical higher auction value though, so let me just get some of those. If we just buy the full obsidian, we could speed this up a little bit. I'll be fine. Red steel shoulders. Could also put something on the swords here, because they're so much better than what we currently have. Auctions, shopping. Just go for folded obsidian. Just speed up this process a little bit here. How much do we need? Some. We got enough money, I don't really care at this point. There you go. We need some elementium, maybe. Got a couple of those. We can always make more stuff out of all this too, so it's fine. We're gonna need to make many of these, might need more than that though. I'm just making a bunch of here. Not too much of that. 10 of these, we need like 50. We got that many. We need more for making another thing though. We can always come back to the auction house though, so it's fine. Take all this. Let me put something nice on these swords. I don't know if we really need the healing stuff. It's been working nicely, but eh. I can make some armor here. Like red steel legs here. For me. And then make the hardened ones here. We're gonna get to 500.
Well met.
We need to get to 500.
Be good.
Only 5 of these. That's alright. Okay. We need far more elementium. And then what are we gonna make after this?
What can I
Say
do?
how much we need for that. Red steel breastplate. Oh, that's volatile earth. That's kind of expensive.
Keep your feet on
We
the
could
ground.
though.
What's on your mind?
Eh. Just get a whole pile more elementium. Get 15 volatile earth. And a whole pile more elementium. This might be getting past obsidian at this point. Elementium. That's still obsidian. Obsidian and elementium for this. That'd be possibly the cheaper one to go for at 500. Don't think we can get from 500 to 525 though. We just need a heap of elementium currently. We could go and mine all this. I'm sure we will eventually. I'm just kind of in the mood to do stuff here. Shopping. Elementium bars. We need stack of 20. Like that many. There you go. We got elementium. Oh, we also need volatile earth for that. We do that. Shopping. Volatile earth. Was it 15? Let's buy a stack of 18. There you go. We still have 12,000 gold. I'm sure the actual high-level recipes are wildly expensive here. Using the actual high-level things. We're just making stuff at this stage. Okay. First thing we need to do is get to the level here. Make more of these. 1, 2, 500.
How are you?
Train me. Hardened breastplate. Red steel, red steel. Store.
Be good.
Right. Now make the red steel. We could probably technically purchase this also. But this also gives us levels, so. Create red steel breastplate. That gave us 3 levels. Wild. And a red steel helm. It's got a socket bonus. Ooh. That's fun. You can put something interesting in the meta socket. There's something to look at. Okay. Then we're gonna leave it there for now. Let's get all of our new stuff on here. Zooming on in. Weapons-wise, we've got the Obsidian Execution Swords. Find it? Yep. And a second one. It's very, very good swords. Oh, those are some nice swords. Look at those. I like that a lot. We also got the red steel legs here, which are kind of worse than our current legs. 1 strength. We lose the stamina dodge parry, which don't really care. We get critical strike rating and mastery, but we also lose the basically 39 strength from the sockets we have. What do you think? 39 strength or all that crit and mastery? Good question. We got the red steel shoulders, which is strength, stamina, haste, expertise, minus crit, minus mastery. It's fine. Very similar look. Hardened obsidian. Nope. Red steel breastplate. The damp light breastplate here. Yeah, that's definitely better. Better in every possible way. Love it. Yeah, the red steel's doing okay for us in most ways here. The helm, we lose hit rating, but we gain strength, crit, expertise, sockets. We're losing so much hit rating here. But the damage. Worth it. We full red steel, except for we got the glove. I don't think we found any red steel gloves or anything. The belt, boots, the helm, chest. I don't know if losing all that for the legs is really worth it. I mean, we're losing the 39 strength. Crit's nice. Mastery's okay. It's an option. I'm okay with this. Also, don't have anything on any of these. Let us say that's alright for now. Want the red steel legs appearance at least. Finish the outfit look. Sure. What else are we still missing an outfit look from? Hardened obsidian? Go for it. And what else we got in here? That's pretty much it. What are the stat comparisons? DPS currently 195, 1321, yeah. That was the hardened. That's with red. Slightly less base DPS, even with all that strength loss. We don't really care about the parry or anything. We get almost a % crit, and that's 885 plus 4.9 plus 5.8. That's a mastery. So the damage goes down a little bit, but we get another percent crit, which is more than the loss, realistically. So loss is like 9 out of 1,300. So less than a percent for more than a percent crit. It also looks more cohesive here. Is it really not a red steel hands? Look at this again. We are looking smith to perfection here. Boots, belts, bracers. We haven't collected this appearance. Compared to this, we get strength, stamina, crit, haste, lose expertise, and mastery. Do you like the strength? Crit and haste is good. But expertise and mastery are also good. That's potential. And then there's red steel gauntlets. We lose crit, but we gain strength, stamina, haste, and mastery. Yeah, we should make that. Let's just go full red steel. Whatever. Just didn't see these previously. Lose expertise and mastery for crit and strength. It's fine. Anything's gonna be fine here, honestly. We're gonna be just fine. But yeah, all those bonuses for a little bit less crit. Mastery. Strength's good. Put on the gauntlets. And the bracers, losing expertise and mastery. Does expertise lose us? Chance to be damaged. We're already at more than enough expertise currently. Look at these. That's not a loss, losing the expertise. Plus 6%. Plus a little bit less. That's still fine. Full red steel. Cloak we found somewhere. Swords we made. We are looking exceptional. I like it. I like it a lot. I think we will... I suppose we should really look into getting better stuff for all this. We got a whole new set of gear. It needs improvements. And probably better than some of the cheap out improvements we made to the last set. Deal with this inventory. Upgrade everything in any ways we can. Everything is... Well, this is 289. A lot of these are over 300. So new things are available. We also have 2 sockets there to play with. Find a meta socket. Oh boy. And nice big swords. Having a great time. Next time. Goodbye.